Hey, shalom, shalom. Let me give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Harakah Kodash, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahushai, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahushai, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahushai. Double honors to my elders, other great millstone who will teach well. Much peace and salutation of the elect. As you see, things are happening. Things are heating up, man. Things are heating up, and Esau's end goal is to bring in the military, and we see that, and that's that's plainly, easily seen. And as you see, you know, governments are taking, going to the extent, man. They're taking measures, and they're gonna come in hard, man. This is epidemic. I'll just say CV-19 is airborne. It's time to rethink measures. Ontario announces new restrictions in response to, you know what? Manitoba ramps up. That's the province I live in. Restrictions on as cases soar. Hockey game canceled. Vancouver game canceled. Maple Leaf game canceled. And I believe that's all across the board, man. Or in all these realms of entertainment. And also going to the U.S. News, CNN, New York State sees record daily high of cases. A viral blizzard is about to hit the U.S., experts say, with millions to be. Tidal wave Omicron could put U.S. CV-19 surge into overdrive. You see this fear, man. And these last days, if you don't have your foundation set upon that rock, or you're going to be shook and you're going to be taken. You're going to compromise your whole morale, all right, your whole you're gonna give it all up if you're not set up on the faith and having works behind it. This is the book of Isaiah 59 and 19, because these devils are coming, man. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him." All right. And this devil's coming in with a flood of restrictions. All right. A flood of the military, martial law, curfews. All right. Australia is one of the examples, man, that we use often. All right. Let's jump to, Lord will come back to this book of Matthew. Matthew chapter 7. Verse 23. Let me start 24. "Therefore, whosoever hear these sayings of mine and doeth them," not being often one who often hears, but a doer of the word of the Lord. All right. It says, "Therefore, whosoever hear these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man who buildeth his house upon a rock." Let's go through obedience. All right. Being obedient. And through obedience, you are cleansed. All right, the scriptures say, "How shall a man cleanse his ways? By taking heed unto the word of the Most High," man. Verse 25, "And the rains descended and the floods came." That represents turmoil, that represents hardships, tribulation. All right, restrictions. All right. It says, "And the rains descended and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock." And that's the faith, having faith in the Lord, all right, and doing everything that you need to do to escape the judgments, all right, that are coming to pass. All right. It says, "And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man." All right, those who trust in the shadow of Egypt, in the juice, in the Jabberwocky juice. All right, they would be known as fools, because they trust in men, all right, and put their fear in men and not in the Most High, man. It says, "Which builded his house upon the sand." All right, they want to, the scriptures say, "Woe unto them that go into Egypt." Let me go get that. Lord, I want to jump back to this. Isaiah 30. Isaiah 30 and 1 says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." So you're not covering in the spirit of the Lord, man. You're covering under the spirit and the ways of man. All right, the scriptures say, "Cursed be man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord." All right, it says, "The walketh to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt." And they're trusting in the ways of the pharmakia. All right, the industry and the system is set up upon witchcraft. All right, that's what the word pharmakia means in the Greek. It means witchcraft. "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust of Egypt, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion." Let's jump back to the book of Matthew 7 chapter. And 26. "And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man who trusted in the shadow of Egypt, which buildeth his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell." All right, and it fell, and great was the fall of it, man. So you want to trust in the shadow of Egypt, all right? You're gonna fall, man. All right, you want to trust in Esau, your days are numbered, man. There's Isaiah, going back to Isaiah 59 and 20. It says, "And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgressions in Jacob." So those who repent and reform their ways. It says, "Saith the Lord, as for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord." So you have the elect making a covenant with the Lord, or through what? Through sacrifice. All right, Romans 14 and 2. It says this, "As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord, my spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, saith the Lord, from henceforth and forever." And that goes into when the men of the Lord, or the elect, are going to be made, are given a heart of flesh. All right, not a heart of stone. And that's only to the elect and the nation of Israel. All right, we're going to be renewed. Let me jump to the book of 2nd Ezra. Again, going into the onslaught. How this devil is going to, he's coming, man. That's verse 68. It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols." All right, you got the RFID or MOTB, Salakia, MOTB, or Mark of the Beast, which is, it's on its way, man. It's already here, right? They can't hide it anymore. It says, "And they that consent unto them," all right, so you've consented with the Vanessa, or you're gonna consent with the MOTB. It says, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot." Meaning you're gonna be put to death. All right, the Most High is gonna bring great judgment upon you who will receive that mark, the charagma. It says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." All right, because they're pretty much the last standing right now, man. When it comes to those who stand up for righteousness, that's all these elites and these government leaders see, man. Or you got a portion of people who eventually will be coaxed into taking the MOTB. All right, but the ones who they're afraid of are the elect, all right, because they're going to be the ones who are going to be delivered. That's the Lord's coming for them. It says, "They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord." So you got the military coming in. What do you think the military is here to do, man? All right, they're going to be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So these are the days of martyrdom, all right, where the men of the Lord, a portion of them, are gonna taste of death, man. But the scriptures say, man, they're gonna join the Lord in the heavens, man. All right. It says, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses." And you know the end goal is to have you not own anything. All right, that's what they want. They want you to have no type of ownership. All right, no type of property, nothing. This is the end goal of these elites. Scriptures say he gathered all nations unto himself and heaped unto him all people, man. It says, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen," all right, the elect, who have endured the furnace of affliction, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire, man. So they're gonna be purified, all right, in the sight of these nations. They're gonna see it, all right. And the scriptures say what? Like sparks. Kind of that's a book of let's go sparks. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 5, it says, "And having been a little chastened, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering." You hear that? It says, verse 7, "And in the time of their visitation they shall shine," all right, "and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations and have dominion." So the Most High is going to give them dominion, all right? It says, "And have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever," man. All right, so these are the things that the hopeful elect, or the faithful, look for. All right, verse 9, "They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as are faithful in love shall abide with him." Remember the scriptures say, Yahushua asked Peter, "If you love me, feed my sheep," man. And he told him 3 times. It says this, "For grace and mercy is to his saints, those who have made a covenant by him by sacrifice." That's Psalms what, 55 and 5. It says, it's the book of Psalms, like it. It says, "And he hath care for his elect." Let's go to Psalms 50. Let's see, Psalms 55 and 5. So there goes the elect of the chosen. Let's see, Psalms 55. Psalms 50 and 5. It says, "Gather my saints together unto me, those who have made a covenant." All right, those who have made a covenant with me by sacrifice, man. That goes to the book of Romans. Precept on precept. Romans 12. And 1, it says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service." All right, bringing your body as a living sacrifice, which is going on in the highways and hedges, all right, and committing to yourself to the law to the best of your ability, man. Right, enduring affliction, doing the work of an evangelist. It says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your minds, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High," man. Come on, man. So here it is. This is the will of the Most High, man. These things that are occurring right now, man. Right? So we know that these are the times for Jake to, the time's running out, man. All right, so I'd like to close up and give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Bahad Shem Harakakodash. Double honors to my elders that are GMS who were well. And much peace and salutation, love, hope, elect. Shalom.